So have you heard the saying, it's a man eat man's world? Well, let's dive in. We're going to discuss some interesting things here today. And it's not Republican, it's not Democrat, it's not liberal. These are just some interesting topics and interesting facts. And I want to dive right into it. For example, guys, did you know that the human impact on the environment through our food choices actually matters? Did you know that agriculture is responsible for nearly 80% of deforesting? Now, as an increase on our demands for meat and dairy and crops, we actually encroach on the forests, the wetlands, and the wildlife habitats, leading to biodiversity loss. Does this mean humans is bad? No, this doesn't mean that. It just means we have to be consciously aware of the things that are put in our care, which is the biodiversity out there, the wildlife, the forest lands, the wetlands. That's stuff that we're supposed to take care of. So why does it matter? The destruction not only harms the ecosystem, but it actually contributes to climate change, which actually affects us all. And if not climate change, then just the fact that there is a cause and effect. So you don't have to call it climate change if that triggers you. But we know that, there's cause and effects for different things. What can we do about this? Well, we can start considering just maybe eating less meat. We don't have to be vegetarian or vegan, but it's just something to think about. Maybe we could actually start shopping at some farmers markets and maybe we could actually practice self-reliance and growing our own gardens. But these things would actually help us, and any small change could lead to significant benefits. Let us talk for a minute about food waste. According to, I know this is from the United Nations, but this is our supposable experts that we have out there. So I was looking, and 1/3 of the food produced is actually wasted. I believe that. I've seen a lot of food waste. And there's roughly 1.3 billion tons annually. From farm to tables, food waste occurs at every stage. And this not only squanders our resources, but it also emits greenhouse gases. And as decomposed food releases methane. So reducing food waste is one of the easiest ways that we can make a positive environmental impact. Now, another thing you could do is plan your food. Plan your meals. Store food properly. Compost scraps to minimize waste. So, yes, and for those who are interested in today's artwork, I'm going to be showing that at the end. So if you stay tuned to the end, I'll show you today's artwork. Now, let's explore the concept of ethical eating. What does it mean to eat responsible? In a world that often prioritizes convenience over sustainability. Ethical eating involves choosing food sources that are sustainable, humane, and local when possible. This includes opting for green-fed meat or grass-fed meat, green-fed, free-range eggs, and organic produce. And why would it even matter to us? Because supporting these ethical practices will help us ensure that our food systems are sustainable and that farmers and the animals are actually treated fairly. If you go out and research your food sources and consider local farmers markets for fresh ethical options, that's just a tip that you could do. Just start going to farmers markets. And again, grow your own garden. Now, there is a role that technology plays. Let's examine the role of technology in our food systems. Innovation in agriculture, like vertical farming or lab-grown meats, are changing how we actually produce food. And the fact that we can just go to Amazon now and get these little grow lights and start our vegetables, have them year round actually, like in a broom. It's amazing. The technology aims to increase efficiency and reduce the environmental impact that is actually happening with food productions. And it's when corporations have got involved into food production, some people believe, because it isn't like the farmers are bad. It's that the money has took over the actual sustainability of it and the actual environmental health of it. It's like the chicken factories, for example, when you look into that. As the world's population is continuing to grow, we need sustainable solutions to feed everyone without further harming the planet. And again, I know some of these words are kind of triggery and they sound one way versus the other, but I'm really trying to look at this as a balanced perspective here. So we need to stay informed about technological advances in agriculture and consider supporting companies that prioritize sustainability. Let's talk about personal responsibility. As consumers, we actually hold power in our food choices. Every time you purchase food, you're voting for the kind of food system you want to support. By choosing sustainability and ethical options, we can dive deep and demand better practices across the industry. So we need to educate ourselves with the impact of food choices and advocate for positive changes in our community. It's amazing, but most people don't even know where an egg comes from. Most people don't even know. There's a large majority of people do not understand to have an egg, a hen does not have to have a rooster. These are just little things that we need to be educated on, that our ancestors would have instantly knew that. Now, there you have it. A man eats man's world. It's our food choices have profound implications on our planet and our future. And we can be mindful by making conscious decisions. We can work toward a healthier and more sustainable world. I hope that you guys found this insight somewhat helpful and educational. And drop your comments in the comment section below and let me know what you guys think. How can we impact the food for our future? Let me know what you think. I'll see you guys in the next video.